What's up, guys? Hellbent side by side here. So the Turbas, the $49.99, she's pretty much ready to go for King of Hammers. We've been working night and day on this thing. A whole bunch of people put in a lot of time and a lot of effort, and we're super stoked to have this thing kind of ready to go. We have a few more things we need to touch up on, but for the most part, we've done what we needed to do to get it as ready as we can for the 2020 King of Hammers. So, man, we got a lot of people to thank. We want to start off by thanking Jake, Travis, and Dan over at Fuel DTV. I'd say 90% of the parts on this car you can pick up through Fuel DTV. So they're our main sponsor, and we couldn't have done it without them. So thank you, Fuel DTV. Another big sponsor, Kyle's company, Precision Metalworks. If you see some of the fab work on the car, the sheet metal was done over at Precision Metalworks. So heck yeah, Precision Metalworks. Also, if you need a side-by-side rack for your side-by-side, short box, long box, Precision Metalworks got them. Utilities Plus, Jerry Goodrich. He's another one of our sponsors, and he helps us out anytime we travel. So thank you, Jerry. Full Throttle Battery, Ian. We just got done installing the dual battery kit in there, and we're running the Full Throttle FT 560s in there. Awesome battery. Illuminate Lighting, Skip Van Trojan. Any lighting we need for this car, or the RV, or the race trailer. We've used all his products on there, and awesome stuff, great guy, so thank you, Illuminate. Cliff Only over at Insanity Fab. Some of the cage work on this car recently, the new little push bumper here. Cliff came over and fabbed that up. We're always changing the car, trying to make it better, so it was one of the things we needed for the King of Hammers event, was that bumper sticking out there. The cage was all bent up by Cliff, so man, that thing is just a beast. That's a lot of the weight on the car is that cage, but it is literally indestructible. Northwest Cabinets, Anthony Lindbergh. Thank you, buddy. We appreciate all your help. Chad and Jolene Vesey, Build It Off Road. Thank you both. We appreciate everything you guys do for us. We have this badass roof wrapped, and we had our doors wrapped by Greg over at Advanced Digital Imaging. We got a bunch of stuff up there, but you guys have seen the flag scheme on top of the roof there. It's awesome. And now a lot of people kind of want to know, hey, what have you guys done to the car, and what are the parts on the car? So we're just going to share with you guys some of the stuff that went into this build. I guess we'll kind of start off. It's kind of hard to see, it's tucked back up in there, but inside there is a Warren 9.0 RC. That's a big bad boy winch, and that's one of the reasons why we had to do the dual battery kit. This winch pretty much solely runs off of one battery by itself. It shares a few accessories, but this thing draws some serious amperage. It's fast, it's got power, so that's the winch. We're running the Nitto tires for the King of the Hammers event, and we're running our same KMC V-block wheels. It's been a great wheel. We're trying this Nitto tire out. It's a similar pattern to what we had before, but this got a little more sidewall to it, a little flatter profile, so we're hoping these are going to work out great. Chris over at HCR Suspension. I mean, if you know anything about aftermarket suspensions, HCR is where it's at. Don't get any more stronger than that. So we're running upper and lower A-arms, rear trailing arms. And we talked to Chris and let him know we're going to be running the hammers, and he said, hey, bud, we'll put some extra welds on that stuff for you. So thank you, Chris. Nate over at Zebros Racing. He hooked us up with our spring pack for this car. It's a dual rake, and we got it tuned pretty good where it can keep the car stable and keep it from leaning too hard in the corners. So Zebros Racing. RCV. So we're running RCV Pro Series 2 front and back in this car. We're running the RCV 300M ball joints, and we just got done installing the RCV single piece drive shaft. So we took the car out for a shakedown run today, and zero vibration. It was as smooth as it's ever been. So RCV. Rugged radios, we're running the rugged radio and the intercom setup in there. We're also running the rugged double pumper, and we're both running the rugged mid-air helmets with comms. We got our rugged antenna back there. Let's see here, PRP, we're running the PRP seats. Super comfortable, super safe. We're also running the PRP limit straps. Trinity. So we get a lot of people asking, hey, what belt do you guys run? We've been running the Trinity belts, and they've been working fantastic. So it's an awesome belt. We're also running the Trinity Stage 5 exhaust. Sounds awesome, looks good. Let's go to the back here. For our rear radius rods, we're running the ZRPs. Now they make two versions of these radius rods, and the ones we're running are the 7075 Pro Series. So that's their top of the line radius rod, and we've beat the heck out of those things all season and haven't had a problem with them. So Evolution Power Sports, we're running their blow off valve. We're running all their charge tubes and intake pipes. We're also running a clutch kit from Zebros. And then for underneath the car, we're running factory UTV half-inch skid plates. So
which is
it's
actually
off the car right now, but it'll get put back on there. We just had to make sure after the shakedown run that everything was the way we wanted to underneath there. So. And then for our GPS setup, we're running the Lawrence 7 Ti Elite.
With the custom handle.
Yeah, that was a grab handle made at Precision Metalworks there. That's got our comm button on it. One thing we don't have mounted up, I mean, it's something pretty simple, but we're going to get it there, is a Savage UTV. This is our belt box. And we're going to cram 2 belts in here for the King of the Hammers. We're not sure where we're going to mount it at yet, but this Savage UTV belt box will be on there. Nice way to store your belts, keep them out of the elements. What else we got here? UPR. So if you're racing Ultra 4, you got to have some sort of a siren, and there's different functions. Let's turn that on and show them the siren. Yeah, I can't remember the DB number on it, but yeah, the UPR siren is freaking awesome, man. Vent Racing, under the hood here, we got a Vent Racing fuse block. That's just made wiring this car so much easier. We just have terminals for everything we need underneath there, and it's all labeled, where if we got a problem, we go underneath there. We know what we're looking for and get the thing changed out if we need to. SMB particle separator. Now, we kind of ran into an issue with our SMB particle separator. It's a great product and it works fantastic, but with the radiator kit we stuck in the back, we just can't figure out a way to get it back in there. So we run that, but not right now. It's not on the car. We got our Razorback belt temp sensor on there. That's super critical for any type of racing, for the driver and the co-driver. Man, you can't get anywhere if you ain't got a belt. And if you're heating it up and you don't know it, you're done. So also to help cool that belt off, we have a blowhole fan installed there on the intake of the clutch. While you're back there, so Ultra 4 rules specify you need to have 5 pounds of fire extinguisher on the outside of your car. We have we chose to do 2.5 pounds, but they're mounted on these Tech 208 mounts, and we've thrown every mount on this car, and they're all I mean, I'm not saying they're all garbage, but these work the best. So we got a pile of mounts that just weren't holding up and weren't doing their job. These Tech 208 mounts are awesome. Our window nets, 503 Designs. She's just out of Seattle there. Oregon, I'm sorry. She's out of Oregon. So she does our window nets, and they've held up all year. Rain, sun, snow, all that. So those are great. To get this thing slowed down, we have the Trinity Big Bore brake kit on here. Those are super nice, and this machine is heavy, so you do need more than just stock brakes to slow it down. Fluids on the car, we've been running all Maxima fluids on it, and we've been happy with it. So, the big upgrade we did before Hammers was we installed this Hess Motorsports rear radiator kit. It also has the intercooler there, and it was quite the undertaking. It took a lot of people to help get that thing put in the way we wanted. The wire harness Hess provides with this thing is awesome. I mean, it's clean, it's made well. We had to modify some things because of the way our car's set up and kind of how we wanted to run things. But as far as the components that you get from Hess, they're top notch. This thing is awesome. We did a little bit of header wrap on this thing to try to keep a little bit of heat off of the shock. We're just going to be running for, I mean, at a minimum 6.5 hours to probably 10 hours. You might be running Hammers.
Yeah. 3.5.
Yeah. I mean, the big dogs do it in 6.5. So we're going to be somewhere north of that, I'm sure. But yeah, we wanted to throw a little extra protection on there to keep that shock from getting heat soaked. We're running NGK and OG wires on there. Those worked out great. We got new fuel injectors in the car. We got new wheel bearings in the car. Man, we went over this car fine tooth and comb to try to do everything we can to make sure we do our part. We're hoping the car's going to hold together. So, is there anything else that we're?
Who are you?
Who am I?
Yes, Steven Starr, right?
Oh yeah.
And you're going to be co-piloting?
Yeah, I don't know if anyone knows, but there's a lot of people who helped get this car where it is today. A lot of people are involved in wiring and fab work, and this shop is packed all the time with a bunch of our friends. So, man, we can't thank all of them enough. It's just anytime we're in here, people are just swinging in and giving us a hand. But
and that guy next to you?
Yeah, and no matter what, me and him are usually always here, and co-pilot and King of Hammers is going to be a dream come true for me. So I'm glad to have the opportunity, and man, I'm just so jacked up to go do this. Win, lose, or draw. Man, I mean, can't be prouder of our team and everybody who's helped get this car where it's at. So, yeah, I'll be co-piloting in the $49.99, and man, it's just gonna be awesome. So,
Who's that guy next to you?
Yeah, Kyle Osborne.
I'll be the driver.
Yeah, he'll be the driver. I've ridden with Kyle quite a bit in the last few years that we met each other, and just absolutely rallies everywhere he goes. And I'm gonna be there to try to coax him down a little bit because he's just gonna smash the gas pedal and go. But King of Hammers is a race of attrition, and the finish ratio is just insane. So we're hoping to make sure we do our part, race a smart race, race our race, and man, our ultimate goal is just to complete the King of the Hammers. We're going to do whatever we can, and wherever we end up is where we end up, but we want to go there, and we want this car to make it to the finish line. So,
and as of right now, I think there's 140 cars entered in our class.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting.
Yeah, there's if you keep up with Facebook or Instagram, it's like about anybody and everybody's getting a car ready for Hammers right now. So there's gonna be a lot of people there, and if you if you look at past King of Hammers races and you say there's 140 cars entering, man, there's probably gonna be 20 to 30 cars that are gonna finish this race. So we're hoping to be one of them. But man, you got anything else? Anyone you want to thank?
Just everybody involved. It's crazy. All the friends and family that stepped up and came out to help us. We have hundreds of hours of work into this thing, I feel like.
Yeah, lots of late nights, and Kyle runs a business, and
all my guys at the shop, we built so much brackets. It's been a lot of work, but I think we're there now.
Yeah, a lot of things on the car. You're not buying off the shelf. You're making them fit to tailor fit your race vehicle, the way you want to race it and what you want to race it in. So yeah, it's all the race teams will understand the amount of time and effort that goes into building a car. But man, when we sit back and think about it, we just can't thank all our friends and family enough. So yeah, thank you, all our friends and family, so much. We appreciate it. We love you guys, and everybody from Hellbent, all the staff, all the crew, all the members, everybody on our public page, our closed group. Man, we love you guys. Thank you guys so much. Man, we do this for ourselves, but we kind of do it for you guys too. So yeah, thank you everybody so much. And we want to give one last big shout out to all the guys over there at Field View TV. They're our main sponsor, and we couldn't be here without them. So thank you, Field View TV. And like I said, if you need anything for your car, man, 90% of what's on this car you can get through those guys. So,
and they have majority of it in stock.
Yeah, their shop's looking awesome, and they've got a couple builds out, and we saw them, and they're super nice. So go check Field View TV out. Information on us going to Hammers. We're going to be leaving here either January 28th or the 29th.
Whatever Tuesday is, a week from this Tuesday.
Yeah, so somewhere around there. And it's about a 24-hour drive for us. So we're going to try to just beeline it straight down there. There's going to be quite a few people going with us. If anybody wants to come and check it out, spectator fee to get in is super cheap. You want to come down and check out the event. It is badass. You want to come with us and support us, we appreciate it. Race day for us is
Super Bowl Sunday.
February 2nd.
Yeah, February 2nd.
They'll live stream it too.
Yeah, we'll live stream it. But if you want to come down to Hammers and watch it on the Jumbotron, they got 2 big Jumbotrons this year, so come down and check it out and get a front row seat.
And the whole event will be on their YouTube channel and on ultra4.com.
Yeah, live.
Yep. So yeah, check it out. And we won't be qualifying in this car for the Hammers event. We opted out of qualifying in this car because we don't have the resources to replace a broken tranny or a blown motor if we go out there and warm the car up or something like that. So we're fine with starting in the back of the pack. This is our first run at Hammers, and that's just the way we chose to do it. We got Kyle's brother's 4-seat Turbo S over there. We're outfitting that to be one of our pre-run cars. We'll also have an 18 Rock Crawl Edition car we're bringing. So we got some pre-run cars, and we're gonna go out there and take the best notes we can, get a feel for the course, and save this thing for the main event. So, hey, and you guys can't see him right now, but Joey Lindbergh is the guy shooting the video here. He's fresh out of, well, not fresh, but he had a little accident in the death machine, and but he's healing up nicely. So
Spent about a week in the ICU.
So send your best wishes to Joey there. He's healing up good. Man, I think that's probably about it. We just wanted to give you guys an update on what we've been doing with this car and where we're going with it, and mainly shoot this video and give thanks to everybody involved and everybody that helped. Yeah. Is that it?
Pretty much, yeah.
All right, man. We will see you guys at King of Hammers. Hellbent out.